The so-called felony lane gang is back at it.
Working people taking on the powerful and the wealthy elite.
Lane gang.
They don't care who they leave in their wake.
You can call it cult, you can call it not a cult, I don't care what you call it.
Both of these men are men of action.
I think they're completely serious about it.
They are independent, they are credible, and they're doing very important work for all of us.
All right, bring us into the show.
What up? What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Embarrassing.
No, bad at it. I'm always bad at it.
Okay, Lang Gang returns. Blessing the people of the B3FL with some off-season action, some off-season entertainment. What you got? What you got for us? What's going on? We talking AI? We talking war in Gaza? We talking? We talking?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Do you use it a lot?
What? Do I what?
Do you use AI ever?
No, I think AI is. Actually, no, I do sometimes on Snapchat. I do that thing where it makes you look like you're in high school.
Really?
Have you seen that one?
No.
He makes you look like you're a jock in high school, or like a nerd in high school, or like a cheerleader in high school, or like something else in high school.
I use it to write a cover letter. Works pretty well, I think.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do that too. On resumes, if you're applying for a job, it's so easy.
It's good. It's good for that, I think. But yeah, I feel like you have to be so specific, right?
Well, I just copy and paste like the job thing and be like, write me a cover letter for this job.
For this job.
Sometimes it just fucking rewords the same thing. It's like, okay, like give me
some spice.
Yeah, like fucking make it personal to me.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why you have to be so specific. You be like, list your skills as well. Be like, write me a cover letter about this job, like with these skills.
I copy and paste their job ad, and then I copy and paste my resume, and I paste them both in, and I say,
"Oh yeah,
make me a cover letter for this job. Here's my resume."
Well, now it's like that ChatGPT is going to be on your iPhone, right? Like they are like partnering or whatever.
About time.
Yeah,
I thought it was their own
that company.
thing.
Well, like OpenAI owns ChatGPT or whatever, and they're like partnering with Apple or something.
All right.
Yeah, so you get ChatGPT on an iPhone.
I know people get kind of like doom and gloom about that kind of shit, but like I really would dare a fucking robot to try me.
But that company, NVIDIA or whatever, is so wealthy now because they like developed the AI chip or whatever. It's just like the stock prices are up like 170% over the last year or something. It's crazy.
Damn, NVIDIA was big too. I could have made a lot of money.
It's like the guy just started it in a Denny's or something. He's like was middle-aged when he started it, and I just loaded.
Just like Pixar.
Yeah,
I feel like
guess
all
so.
the best things happen in a Denny's.
Probably a lot of bad things too.
Get a grand slam, do some crack in the bathroom. Be like, all right.
It's a grand slam in a Denny's.
Yeah, grand slam. You never had a grand slam before?
No, it's me.
It's like fucking their breakfast thing.
Is it like it's on the menu? A grand
it's
slam?
Called a grand slam. Look it up. Who's the producer?
Just like the eggs. Just the eggs and bacon and cheese.
Denny's Grand Slam. Denny's Grand Slam. Original Grand Slam. I'm unable to access Denny's.com for some reason. The AI knows we're talking shit about its fucking its birth home.
They have Denny's in Australia? Probably not, right?
I doubt it. Two buttermilk
They must have some kind of breakfast thing.
2 buttermilk pancakes served with eggs, bacon strips, sausage links. That's it. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, grand slam.
Doesn't sound that bad.
Slam. Yeah, that's great. There's a super slam too. Don't even get me started.
I thought like Denny's had cheap pitchers too, right? Is that a thing?
Pitchers, like beer
Like a beer?
for breakfast.
Of course.
That's crazy, dude.
But they must have some like good chain in Australia, right? Like some kind of breakfast chain.
Probably. I feel like a lot more places are like just like individual. There's not as many chains.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least
Is
like
this because like
from
you're in
what
a
I've
smaller area, or
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because we're just like way out here. There's a McDonald's right here. I get McDonald's sometimes.
they have different shit?
They
Like
call it a
kangaroo
they call it a
burgers.
Macca's. It's actually called Macca's.
Macca's.
Some of the McDonald's are so Australian that it like says Macca's like on the sign, like out front it'll say like Macca's. Yeah, you're like, what the hell is that? Oh,
Does it taste any
Macca's.
different? Does it taste?
I think the taste is the same.
Mhm.
But they do have different shit. The one thing that they have that they don't have back home is frozen Coke. Do they have frozen Coke yet? back
Frozen
home?
Coke.
Yeah,
It was
frozen
like a
Coke.
slushy or something.
It's like a slushy, yeah.
That is sick. Actually.
It's so good. It's actually so
Frozen
good. But you got
It's just Coke, or they have other flavors.
there might be like strawberry, like a fruit one too, like frozen Fanta.
Mm.
There might be frozen Fanta too.
Sounds pretty good.
But
Actually.
I only get frozen Coke. I never get frozen Fanta.
A little rum in there.
Rum and
frozen Coke.
Coke and frozen rum. Dude, they fucking Australians love rum and Coke. Bundaberg rum and Coke.
That's the brand, Bundaberg.
Bundaberg rum. You can, when you pour it into the glass, you can smell it from like fucking like
Well, it's just cheap or what?
I don't know if it's cheap or what, but it's gross. It smells really gross. I've never tried it. You'd probably have to hold a gun to my head to make me drink some of it, but it's gross, yeah. And
It's
they
like
always
the Kraken.
Kraken. See, when you pour other drinks, you can't smell them from the glass. But like if you pour Bundy in a glass, you can smell it from your fucking head.
Why? It's just like it's just so
I don't know,
strong
it's like
or something. Or
powerful. Like I think if you poured it on your car, it would peel the paint off.
feel the pain when people drink it.
Yeah, Bundaberg rum. Bundaberg rum and Coke. Oh, yeah, I'll get rum and Coke. Give me rum and Coke.
We were in this liquor store in Indianapolis. It was huge, but it also had like snacks, and it had a section that sold juice and pop. It's like I wish more liquor stores
That's
were like
so smart.
that, you know, had just everything there all in one place.
One-stop
It's
shop.
like really nice. Yeah, yeah.
Did they have
was a
like
good idea.
beer pong gear?
Beer pong gear. I don't know. I didn't notice, but they had like a whole bunch of stuff. Like they had like everything. I guess we didn't really go to that section, but
That's like every time I've ever been to a beer store or something, I'm like, why can I not buy fucking ping pong balls here? This is crazy.
they sold like, you know, napkins, beer cups, so they probably had ping pong balls. But yeah, like they sold
Napkins.
chips and like pretzels, like, you know, orange juice, all the pops. It's like, damn, dude, this is like
Peanuts. Did they have
that's
peanuts?
the way to do it. USA.
Dude, yeah, America's pretty lit. Everyone always they hear the accent and they're like, oh, are you like American or Canadian? Be like, oh, Canadian. They're like, oh, yeah, fuck those Americans, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, America's sick. You guys hate on America? It's sick, dude.
It's a cool place, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best.
They got everything there. You don't have to go anywhere else.
Buy a gun.
Yep.
Buy a gun, dude. You never have to lift weights if you just buy a gun. No one can fuck with you. You don't have to learn how to fight. You don't have to learn how to defend yourself. You just buy a gun from the store.
I wonder, yeah, there is probably that certain level of like,
And buy bullets. You
no
have
one
to buy
can mess
bullets.
with you.
You have to buy bullets too.
I heard that's the expensive part, is buying the bullets.
Yeah,
The
guns
gun
are,
itself's not so bad.
yeah, guns are cheap. Guns are super cheap. They're very affordable, but the bullets, so you got to make them count. You got to shoot to kill.
You go practice.
That's why they say don't shoot at the legs, because you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
Oh, only shoot for the heart.
No, people here are like the LCBO. They're pissed because they want to sell booze in corner stores now. Like people are like, I don't know, worried the LCBO is going to disappear or something.
Fuck the LCBO. Who cares? Go to the corner store.
I don't. Well, they sell in most grocery stores. I feel like now beer and wine.
Yeah, so fuck the
I think the
LCBO.
liquor. I mean, it's nice. I feel like it's way nicer just to go to less stores. Just one stop's way better.
Yeah. Like I wish like Blockbuster should have outlasted the LCBO. That's way more fun just to walk around in.
Yeah, I guess.
Like on it, yeah, like what's the fucking they're like, no, like the LCBO, like we like it. Like what's the argument for it? The government wants taxes?
Well, it's like a government, like it's run by the government, like the liquor board in Ontario. Like it differs province to province. Like in Manitoba, it's private. It's awesome because you can go to the liquor store or you can go to the beer store at like 3 a.m. Like, you know, it's not like it's privately controlled.
Yeah, by the time you run out of
or in
beers,
Ontario,
you need the store to be open.
yeah, so it's great. In Thompson, yeah, you go to the bar and then you stumble out and you just grab a case of beer and go home. It's awesome.
You drunk drive to the corner store at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
When all
Oh
the
yeah.
cops-
Speaking of drunk driving,
after all the cops go to sleep.
the Justin Timberlake, dude, was so good at drunk driving. Well, bad
yeah,
at drunk
JT.
driving. I guess he got caught.
JT, man. Let the
there's some
guy
statistic-
fucking have a cocktail, honestly.
I know it's like there's some statistic. It's like you get caught, or it's like you do it 40 times before you get caught. Like in reference to drinking and driving on average, it's like damn, he's probably done it a lot.
Yeah, so just do it 39 times.
Yeah.
Just have 1 month out of the year where you fucking party every day.
Drinking, driving. Every time I drive, I feel like I could have been drinking right now. I would not have gotten caught.
1 out of 40? That's like low odds.
No, like, yeah, just an average, right? Like, some
Like,
people
if
get
you
away
had
with it
a-
for a lot longer, obviously.
If you were playing Russian roulette and your gun had 40,
1 out of 40.
you spin
Had
it.
40. There's 40 bullets in there. It's like a Mr. Beast video, dude.
39 open spots.
Yeah.
Or so it's death on one case, or you get to go drink and drive. I would shoot that every single time.
Yeah, I guess.
JT, man. If anyone should be allowed to drink and drive, it's pop stars.
Yeah, he's partying with Jimmy Fallon too much, dude. Doesn't he just booze hard?
Well, I guess that's how he got his finger ripped off, Jimmy Fallon.
Right?
He got his finger degloved because he was too wasted.
Degloved.
Yeah,
It's just like a horrifying thought.
degloved. That's also like such a funny name for it. Like your hand just just
Dude,
pull
just like
all
our
the
uncle,
skin
dude,
off.
almost got degloved.
Bro,
defingered,
have
bro.
you seen his fucking mitts, dude?
Not in person, like just in pictures.
I've seen it on Facebook. Yeah, it reminds me of the guy from Batman, like the Penguin.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought so too. But like, I don't know if the swelling's gonna go down at like some point. It'll be kind of skinny again, or it'll always kind of look like a claw.
I don't know.
But, like-
Would you rather have a claw or just no fingers?
I think this was the best option. Like, I think the one finger was so fucked up as well. Like, or no, or was it the skin or something was bad on the one, but like
Yeah,
good
that's
on
what
the
Dad
other?
said.
And like,
Yeah, he's like they had like
Yeah.
each finger had like half and half, and the only way to save them
Yeah.
was to wrap them all up together in this claw.
like he was saying, it's the first time the hospital had done anything like that, like surgery or anything.
Well, he went to
See-
Dr. Frankenstein. He didn't go to the regular hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he went back and he was like a celebrity. Everyone came to like come and look at it because like they just wanted to see it.
That would not make me feel good at all.
No, dude.
I'd be like, is this what you guys are doing here? Just fucking figuring it out?
But
Yeah, see
Dad
what
said
happens.
he can't like that's his clutch hand on a motorcycle, so he's still trying to learn how to do the clutch again.
Yeah, like I think the strength and stuff will come back, hopefully.
Yeah, just gotta like relearn a few things. But I would just feel so dumb every time you look down at your hands. You're like looking at this fucking claw. You're like, I'm such a dumbass.
Yeah, I guess it is annoying if you like did it to yourself.
Hmm.
If someone else cut your fingers off, I'd be like, bro, you're giving me your fingers. I'm taking
That's
your
how it works,
Well, it's like that's just what would it'd be like, bro, come on.
bro.
You cut my fingers off, you owe me.
It's only fair.
You owe me at least one finger. And I'm not taking a fucking pinky, that's for sure. I want a good one.
You just somehow have a collection of different fingers on your hand.
Get like an Indian dude's thumb in the middle. That'd be good. That'd be pretty good, I think.
I think it would look good.
I think it would look great.
I feel like that's in a movie or something. They like go and like buy a new arm or something. Maybe it's in like Futurama or something.
Oh, there's an episode of Rick and Morty where they sew an arm onto Morty, but then the arm has the memories of the guy whose arm it was.
Oh, wasn't it like an evil murderer guy?
Yeah, and he's really strong now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what a great show. Rick and Morty.
It's been a while, probably a little rusty.
No, Rick and Morty, I mean.
Oh, Rick and Morty, yeah.
This is obviously a great show. The Lang Gang. I looked at my notes from the last time we did it, and it was all just like about how COVID's fake.
Yeah, probably.
They're like, damn, I was right this whole time.
I feel like some stuff was justified, like some anti-vax stuff. I feel like it's a little justified, and like I think it was just a little more crazy than people thought.
Well, yeah, it's insane, dude. It's insane to think about that was a thing that happened.
It's like almost it's like pretty far gone now. I don't know. I feel like people don't really talk about the lockdown all that much. It seems like you're watching a video and they just talk about that year. They're like, oh, it's that year, whatever.
2020. The most fun. The most fun thing that's ever happened. Getting to stay inside.
I had a pretty good, like overall, it was a pretty good year for myself, I would say.
Yeah, my COVID was chill as fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Until I was forced to take the vaccine against my will.
There's only one guy at work that just refused to take it. Just like, nah, I just won't work.
Yeah, King.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then at some point, it's just like, all right, can I come back now? And they're like, I guess, yeah, that's fine.
Well, he never came back.
Oh, really? He just died of COVID?
Maybe he just died. He died of COVID.
Damn, R.I.P.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Just feel like just crazy times, man. Still, just different things are crazy.
I love crazy stuff, dude. The crazier, the better. That's what I say.
And I think if you just pay attention to like real life, it's like a reality show. It's crazy.
Yeah, especially in Australia. Like, imagine going to a place where just everyone just talked like that.
Yeah, I can handle the accents. It would get like
it's so
not
funny.
Kind of annoying.
It's so funny. It's so like, especially when you're like bartending and there's like a guy that's like pissed off because he's like not allowed to drink more. Like, you've cut him off and now he's angry, and he's like yelling, like getting mad in like that accent. It's like, bro, do you know how stupid you sound right now?
Is it hard, like, if they're slurring, is it hard to understand, like, the accent, or is it just, like, not bad?
Honestly, I've never really had that much trouble with the accent, but today, or, like, this week, there's been this painter on the job site we're on, and this guy, he, like, keeps walking by and, like, asking questions about, like, the concrete and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, like, I can't understand a word he's saying. I don't think he's just because he's, like, old and Australian. Mm. But like he just.
But who are like the hick guys? You said they like have a pretty thick accent. The Bogans.
Yeah, the Bogans are hilarious, bro. Bogan, it's basically like yeah, they're like a hick. Like if you're like a hoser, like a guy who's like the Canadian equivalent would be like those guys that are just like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, bud, like, oh yeah, okay, fucking, like it's that guy, but like Australian.
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, they're.
Did you see that hit girl? Like what's the Huck 2? How do you say it? The girl.
I saw that clip. Yeah.
That hit Australia already.
Well, I saw it on my Canadian-based Snapchat.
Oh, yeah.
I developed my.
It just like I feel like I woke up one morning and it was just every video I looked at.
Huck 2. What she's
What's
talking
that girl?
about, spitting on a penis while giving a blowjob, right?
Yeah.
Good on ya.
It's just,
Good girl.
just the most famous lady in America right now. For saying that on the street. It's nuts. Like, yeah, a clip like that could just go like just viral. You can see it on the other side of the world in like within a day.
Yeah, it is weird. That's like some people's jobs. They just go on the street and like try and ruin drunk people's lives. I've seen one of this guy like trying to just get like white chicks coming out of the bar to say the N-word.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. They almost always do it. I would suggest looking it up. It's quite funny.
Well, there's the one like the guy gives the black guy gives this guy a card and he's like, you can say it 3 times. Here's my like has his phone number on it.
You can say it 39
Like, I'm gonna call you in February. The first thing he says. It like doesn't really register at first with the guy, and then he's like, wait a second.
I would just like sing that Trinidad James song
Which one?
where the chorus just in the background he just says it like 5 times in a row. I would just say it right now, but
I don't think it's appropriate.
I'm not a drunk white chick on the streets of
You just have to cut it right there, though. Not gonna say it, then just a massive cut.
yeah.
Did you watch this Shane Gillis Hot Ones episode thing?
Yeah, he's
episode?
funny, man. I like that guy.
It was so short, though. I guess like it felt like so short.
Yeah, he said.
But he
on
said
his
he was just
podcast-
saying stuff, and they cut a bunch of stuff out. Like he said, he was
Yeah,
saying a bunch
yeah.
of bad stuff.
Because he's
I
like
feel
a
like it was-
celeb now. He's like a famous celeb. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Did you
sure
watch that
Justin
show?
Timberlake was on Hot Ones also. Like that's the level he's
Did you-
on. Dude, and the Asians
watch
are
that
pissed.
show?
I heard the Asians are pissed that he's doing so well.
Justin Timberlake,
No, fucking Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis. Why the Asians?
Because he got canceled for using the worst slur you could say about an Asian person
Really?
on his podcast years and years ago. And then he got hired at SNL at the same time as a gay Asian man. And then they were like,
What was
whoa,
it?
but Shane,
Unfamiliar with this.
Shane says these crazy slurs on his podcast. Which is like, what's the point of a podcast if you're not going to drop a couple slurs, you know? That's like it's like your safe space. Get your
Did you
slurs
watch that
out.
show? Tires, dude.
Yeah, it's funny, man. He's a funny guy.
It was fun.
I like that guy.
The guy, who's the guy? Like the manager guy.
Everyone
like, one
on
of
the
his
show
buddies.
is like his boys from like Philly,
Yeah.
which is sick.
I just know that Francis guy from Barstool.
Yeah, yeah. That guy's
Yeah.
funny.
Recognized him.
But like, yeah, everyone else is just like, yeah, his boy, like his friend.
They're all so funny, dude.
And also Andrew Schultz.
Oh yeah, he's in it. What's up with his haircut, man? It's crazy.
Yeah, he does have a wild haircut. I don't know. I could never pull that off. I get like people talk about like getting a fade. I should get a fade, and I'm like, I'm even too scared to get a fade.
Well, I do. Probably look good.
I don't know. I'm scared of a fade. It's too
What?
bold. I don't like to
Too
make.
bold?
I don't like to make too many bold statements.
Yeah, it's good. You all fly under the radar.
The only bold statements I make are slur related.
Old slurs.
But yeah, I don't like a too bold of a statement. Like a fade, even though it's not, I don't know. I feel like my head would just feel hot. Every time I get a haircut, my head kind of feels hot for like a day.
Really?
You're like, oh my God, look
It's
at
like
my
the
head.
opposite. Usually my hair is so long they get cut. It's like refreshing.
Not like temperature, but it's like the same as like you know when you like wear like a new pair of pants and your like legs kind of just like feel hot.
No.
You're like, damn, my pants are
like, but not temperature. They just feel hot.
yeah,
confused.
not temperature. Like Or like if you wear like new shoes. Like when we got those fake Yeezys and I was wearing those Yeezys around, I literally felt like I was like walking on magma.
They are pretty hot, dude. I still have mine. Like they're still mint condition, dude.
Damn.
I barely wear them.
I wore them so much they're ruined.
Oh, they're ruined.
But people would like stop me. Like people when we got those, it was like they first came out. They were brand new. And people would like come up to me like,
yeah, I feel like you still see people time to time wearing Yeezys, but the ones with the orange stripe thing, I feel like those are popular still.
yeah, those were like when they started getting like bigger. Cause like that first pair, that was like the first couple models that came out was the one that we got.
Yeah, I feel like they were pretty like original, right?
But I like, cause I would take them to the gym. I can think of like a few, maybe like 4 or 5 times, like a guy just came up to me like, yo, where'd you get those?
Maybe I should wear them around, see if anyone says anything. They're like antiques now. They're like retro.
Yeah,
maybe.
true. I wonder
know
if
how
it's
old
like
they would
too
be.
late that no one would care.
I'm trying to think like when it's not 10 years, is it?
No, can't be. Was it in high school? Could be almost 10 years.
What? When we went to that concert, I think we wore them.
To the Kanye concert?
Montreal.
Wore fake Yeezys to a Kanye concert. That's sacrilegious.
I don't know, it's funny, but how do you get to your memories on Snapchat?
You have to use AI.
I don't use Snapchat enough. I don't know how you.
Because that was the Pablo tour. Pablo came out in 2016.
Oh, 2016, yeah. It was like 8 years.
It's crazy that we're at the age now where you can be like, oh yeah, that was 10 years ago, and like you remember it and you're like a person, and then you could like speak and think at the time. Like even still in my head when I think of like, 10 years ago, I'm like finger painting and like shitting in my pants and stuff.
No, until like 20.
But it's like, no, I was 18.
Flying around.
Fucked up, man. That's so fucked up. Do you ever think about how it's like fucked up? How like time goes by and you're like, fuck. Like
The only thing I think is like I think every year feels like a little bit shorter than the last.
Because it is, dude. It's a smaller percentage.
I mean, they say that, but like
it's true.
it's the same amount of time every year.
Dude, remember when you were a kid? Like one day was like fucking kill me, dude. It's
No,
so
I get
fun.
it. I get the concept. Like I get what people are saying. And it seems like just try to justify a feeling, but it's like a year is still a year, right? Like the amount of time doesn't change.
But the thing is that it does though.
It does. Like you get it. It feels shorter. Like yeah, you're living less of your life proportionally or whatever. But,
Kind of like sad, honestly.
I mean, it's true. So what? Like you're just 100, and like 1 year feels like 1 month or something, or like
If you make it that far.
I don't know. I feel like that's too long.
Once you're that old, your fucking mind's mush anyway. You don't know if it's fucking Saturday or the next day or.
I mean, probably. Like I think like you can't escape certain things, right? No matter like how rich you are, right?
Oh, dude, do you know fucking Brian Johnson?
Right. I mean, it sounds familiar. I don't know.
This guy is legend, bro. He's like all about like I don't know how he made all his money. I think he like sold like fax machines or something or like some bullshit. But he got like super rich and now he's like, I'm living to 200. That's what I'm doing. I'm using science and I'm living to 200. I'm doing everything I can, figuring out how to fucking live to be like old as fuck.
Well, don't they like haven't people said like the first person to live 150 is alive now?
Yeah, it's probably fucking Brian Johnson, dude.
Like Johnson.
This guy.
Was he like an athlete or is he just like a regular guy who's like?
No, he's like a regular guy.
Just super rich.
He's super rich, but he focuses like all of his time and money and effort into living like extending life, slowing entropy. He talks about he's like, oh yeah, like my heart's like the age of like a 18-year-old. He's like, my kidneys are like a 25-year-old's kidneys. He's like just flexes so hard about how healthy he is.
So like, what's his strategies, dude?
He does like literally it's like he optimizes like morning till night, vitamins, food intake, water intake, exercise. But he doesn't even like exercise. He uses this like weird machine that like vibrates him. So it's like, yeah, that's like exercising, but it just vibrates.
And he's like a fit guy, or he's just
He
like
looks
a regular
good.
guy?
He looks fine.
Yeah.
He looks like if he was he looks fucked up. Like he looks like an alien kind of. Like he looks like a ghost was a person.
Ghost.
If you put skin and hair on a ghost. But he has like kids, so he's obviously not like weird enough that he couldn't convince a woman to have sex with him at some point.
Oh, I recognize the name because Brian Johnson is the like lead singer in AC/DC right now.
And Brian Johnson is also the original name of the Liver King before Liver King became the Liver King. His name was Brian Johnson. But
This guy kind of looks like Gautier, dude.
Gautier, yeah, he kind of looks like Gautier
shit.
with a haircut.
I mean, there's this one of just him getting hugged by this old dude. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's probably his dad. And that's his son. They all share blood. They hook up to a machine and like share blood with each other.
Damn. Well, good luck to him. Hopefully he lives to 200.
Bro, I'm tuning in. Honestly, I love this guy. Like people try and give him like shit. They'll be like, "Oh, this guy's fucking trying to live forever and he fucking uses his son's blood to be young. He's like a weirdo, blah blah blah." But like if you watch one of his videos, like his whole thing is like, "Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm rich, but I'm also like laying out the blueprint. Like I'll show you guys how you can do it also."
I feel like people would do that for sure. I think looking young and like trying to live forever. I think lots of people want that, right?
Yeah, why not? Some people.
There's so many people. I don't care, dude.
They're like, fuck it. Like I'm calling it quits. But like honestly, I'd be down.
Just want to live like a good natural life.
I'd be down to live to 200 if I could continue living the exact lifestyle I already live and not have to change it at all.
Also, I wonder what happens. Like, you're just so like decrepit, you like can't move when you're like 150 or something. You're just like stuck in a chair. That's
the idea. You got to keep your mind sharp so that by the time you're that age, you can regale people about COVID and how fake it was. So if they try to do it again in 200 years, you can be like, guys, I was there the first time. Trust me, it's fucked up. Don't do it.
200 years?
Shit's fake. Shit's fake as hell. Don't do it.
There's probably going to be one like in the next like 5 years, right?
Yeah, people say it's going to be like a climate thing. They're going to be like, oh, you got to stay inside because cars too much carbon. Oh, and when everyone stays inside, the fucking deers can walk around on the street, so that's better for climate and all that bullshit. Speaking of insane conspiracies, dude, I watched this video about how Back to the Future predicts 9/11. Fucking wild.
Oh yeah. In what part? It doesn't even take place anywhere near New York.
Okay, if you don't want to get schizophrenia, just skip ahead 10 minutes. But here we go. Okay, so you know how on the mall that it's like a recurring theme. It happens a bunch in the movie, but like throughout the 3 movies. But the mall that Doc Brown meets at, where they first do the time travel thing at, you know, he gets shot by terrorists.
Yeah,
it's called Twin Pine Mall, and there's 2 twin pines at the mall.
Yeah.
And when it like
and then like when he comes back later, there's only one.
Yeah.
Pine Mall.
Yeah, Lone Pine Mall. So Lone Pine Mall. So first Twin Pine Mall, the time when you see like the sign of Twin Pine Mall, there's like a sign on it and it says it's 1:16 a.m., which if you switch that upside down, it's 9/11.
Is that true?
Yeah, 1:16 upside down looks like 9/11.
No, but like, is that actually in the movie?
Yeah, I seen a clip from the movie. Unless the guy photoshopped the whole movie. Or used fucking AI or some bullshit.
Well, it's probably just a coincidence, right?
Well, here, take this in.
Okay.
So Twin Pine Mall gets attacked by terrorists.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
He gets shot by terrorists, and then there's a part where
he does run through that little building. It's kind of like
Marty.
Does in the van.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually another part later. So every time they time travel through the portal,
yeah,
they go like that one. They're going like towards that little building. It's like a film booth. And like when they're in the city at the end where they like do the wire with the hook, they like drive like into like a movie theater. Yeah. And then in the third one, they're like in that like movie theater. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit the screen." He's like, "No, you'll be gone by then."
Yeah.
So it's like every time they like time travel, they're like touching the screen. So that's like something about something with like touching. It's like
touching the screen,
a movie or whatever. And then so 9/11. there's a part where they're in the future. And remember when they're in the future and fucking Marty's in that thing upside down when he's an old man?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's like
in the kitchen, right?
Yeah. And he's like in that machine and he's like upside down.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, when they watch the TV, you know how like on the wall there's like that art that's like a TV actually?
Mm-hmm.
They like flip through the channels and they get to one channel where it's the Twin Towers. Or no, first it's Two Pines. First it's just like, you think it's just a window, they're looking outside, there's two pine trees. And then the pine tree, they flip the channel and the next channel, there's Twin Towers right where the pine trees were. So that's like confirmation that the Twin Pines at the mall at 9/11 are the same pines that turn into the towers on the TV.
But were the Twin Towers even built at that time? Like when it came out?
They would have been built, but they wouldn't have been knocked down yet. It was a warning from Hollywood that it was going to happen. Because later...
How did Hollywood know?
Later, Marty sends Doc a letter to be like, "Yo, you're going to get killed by terrorists." And that's like actually like a meta thing that the movie itself is warning you that 9/11 is going to happen.
How old was George Bush when Back to the Future came out?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
When he'd been like a teenager? Or like in his 20s?
This is just crazy ramblings of insane people on the internet. This is not history. This is not a bunch of historians gathering together.
I mean, it is interesting. I think like you go back and you probably can find a lot of connections in random things.
Then the thing, other crazy thing is that movie, there's like a bunch of 9/11s in the movie. Like when Marty's writing the letter to Doc to warn him about the terrorists, you can see a 911 in the background out the window.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. No, you're tripping, dude.
Dude, if you watch it, like when I first started watching this video, I watched like 4 minutes of it as I was going to bed, and I was like, I'm too scared. I can't watch this right now. I got too scared. I had to watch it the rest of it the next day.
Jesus. Well, it's like The Simpsons too, right? Don't they constantly predict the future?
Bro, everyone knew 9/11 was gonna happen. But the guy that fucking owned the towers, he bought them like 3 months prior, took out terrorist plane insurance. He was like, "Yo,
really specific."
He's like, "If a terrorist plane hits these buildings, I want to be covered just in case. You never know." And then he had breakfast in the towers every single day. And then that day, 9/11 came around and he was like, "Nah, not feeling it today. Also, my daughter who works in the building is not coming in today. We're both going to take the day off. So just have fun. Have fun at work today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow in our
That's convenient, I guess.
We'll see you tomorrow back at the top of the buildings that are still going to be there."
In the same place we met yesterday.
We'll see you then.
We're in the middle of a heat wave here.
Fuck, dude, I'm in the middle of a cold wave. It sucks.
Oh yeah, it's been like, I think yesterday was the peak. It was pretty hot. Felt like 40 degrees at one point.
Holy shit.
But we're not lucky to live by the water, so it's like consistently like I think it's like 5 degrees cooler like where we live versus like inside the city, which is really nice.
And it's still like humid as shit though, right?
Yeah, the last couple of days have been pretty humid. Like we went hiking yesterday and just like in the shade where you're sweating, felt like a sauna.
Are people like dying?
I mean, I would suspect there's a risk of it. I haven't like read anything really, but maybe they'll publish some statistics afterwards.
That'd be so annoying. I would hate to die from the weather. Like even if it's like crazy with like tornado or some bullshit, it's like if the weather kills me, I'll be so fucking rattled.
I think like the heat waves and stuff, it's a lot of old people, right? Like they can't handle the heat as much.
Why they don't have AC?
I don't know. Like that's what people say, right? It's like the older people.
I would just get in my fucking ice bath every morning. Just do a fucking cold plunge.
Just hop in the lake.
Fucking jump in the lake.
But like it's probably just always that hot, right? In Australia, or what? Did you say the summer's so hot?
Fucking cold lately.
Well, it's cold.
It's been literally freezing. Like at night, it's fucking so cold. I went to go buy a heater and they were all sold out at Big W.
But what, like 10 degrees or like negative degrees? Or?
No, not negative, but yeah, like 10, 6.
It's not cold.
But
Nice.
my house is fucking outside, basically. Like there's walls, but it's like they're not like I'm basically.
Everyone's house is outside. What are you talking?
No, not true. Like a snake, if I was sleeping in my bed with all the doors shut in between my bed and the outdoors, a snake could crawl onto my body and bite me and kill me. Like there's
But you live in a house?
I'm in a house, but there's a gap under the door that I can see out of right now. It's like this big enough for a snake.
Really?
And then, well, I guess maybe it couldn't get through my bedroom door, but I'm outside. Like I'm basically outside when I'm in here.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of nice though.
but it's fucking cold, bro. I had to get an extra blanket in my bed. I was sleeping with socks on.
But at least you can add layers. It sucks me you like just have the thin ass sheet on. You're like trying to fall asleep and you're sweating your ass off. It's kind of
I'd
annoying.
rather be hot than cold, honestly.
Really.
10 times out of 10, I'd rather be hot than cold. I'd rather be like way hot than even like a little bit cold.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's easier to get warmer than like to cool off, right? Just put on a blanket or a sweater.
But it hurts.
Like,
Being cold hurts, dude.
I guess.
Hot, you're just kind of like, I'm hot. But like cold, it's like, fuck, my toes are in pain.
I feel like this one time it was so hot and like humid. I woke up and I like felt nauseous. I like got in the car, about to drive to work. I had to like go and throw up. I was like, this sucks. Like made me like
Maybe because you were too
just, like,
fucking hungover.
I wasn't hungover at all, dude.
Drunk.
No, that's not true.
What the fuck else is new other than the weather? It's so weird that you move out of a house and like some other fucking guy is just gonna be like living in there.
They have no idea either. No idea what happened.
Taking shits in there. So
I guess
weird.
it's the same for us. You know, you move into a random house. Like, I wonder what happened here.
I know, but I'm just renting. That doesn't really count.
Yeah.
If it's like my own house, it'd be like weird that like someone else like fucking jizzed on the floor at some point.
Did you live in a house like someone got murdered in?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just murdered someone and you had to just like hide out and live there, or like if
Well, like if someone got murdered previously to like you living
Oh
there.
yeah, definitely. Then definitely wouldn't even smell that bad.
Well, I mean, like I think it would freak me out a little bit, but you probably get over it eventually.
Well, like
right?
my only
if
issue
the price is right.
My only issue is like if there's a dead body in the house, like it would smell.
If it's in no, like
So like as long as
someone
the
was
body-
murdered, brutally
long-
murdered, like a family was brutally murdered in this house, but nothing's there anymore.
As long as all the body and remains are out of the house, I don't have a problem with it really. I don't think.
And the murderer said he will return someday.
Well,
He hasn't been caught.
well, that would be a little weird. Yeah, I'd be a little scared probably. I'd be probably pretty scared that he would come and kill me.
That'd be so nuts, man. You just wake up and you're getting like axe murdered in the middle of the night. It'd be pretty annoying.
I'd be like, whoa!
Pretty scary.
I'd be like, whoa!
Whoa.
What are you doing? Get out of here! Get out of here, man! If you bought a house and you found out that a family had been brutally murdered, and you couldn't back out of the sale, would you hire a priest to exorcise the demons, or would you just live with it?
I mean, I'm kind of curious to see if something would happen, I guess, first.
Yeah, just hack
To
it out.
see if something happens, then maybe deal with it. Be a little more reactive than proactive in that situation.
Some sort of paranormal activity.
Because it would be cool to experience something like crazy, right?
Like 9/11. Dude, imagine working in the new tower and there's just fucking so many ghosts everywhere.
Yeah, would you work in a building where people were brutally murdered?
Like, would you work in what's the new tower called? Freedom Tower?
I think so. It's tall as fuck, dude. It
Yeah,
is
there's probably
huge.
so many fucking ghosts in there. Like, because all the ghosts from both towers put together are in that one tower now.
I guess, dude.
He's
Just
so
they're all in the
annoying.
elevator shaft.
Yeah, like, how would you get any work done? All your fucking pens are floating and shit. It's like,
Do you
bro,
imagine? That's what it was like.
just ghosts everywhere. Fucking hate ghosts, man.
I mean,
What? What?
why would you just hate ghosts?
Dude, they're so annoying, bro. They make your
Have you ever
TV.
experienced?
They make your TV static.
Have
Dude,
you ever experienced any paranormal activity?
I swear I've seen ghosts at Rustic, our old house.
Really?
That place was haunted. I'm pretty sure Dad thought it was haunted too. I've seen ghosts
Really?
there, but if you ask me if I believe in ghosts, I say no, I do not believe in ghosts.
Well,
Even though
why
I'm,
do you say that? Dude?
even though I'm almost
I
positive
didn't know
I've
Dad
seen
said
them.
that.
I'm almost positive I've seen them in real life. Ask Dad if he's seen ghosts and not at Rustic.
Like where?
It would always be like out of the corner. It's one of those like corner sneaky ones where you're like looking over here and there's like a like, whoa, what was that?
Where? Like just all over?
Or like down the steps, sometimes down the basement steps, there'd be like a little ghost.
Really?
It'd be like a little
I never knew this.
poltergeist. Ask Dad if there's ghosts at Rustic, and I still don't believe in them. He'll say yes. He'll say yes, there are ghosts. I've seen them also, and I do not believe ghosts are real.
But like just always out of the corner of your eye type of thing, or like
not
do any
always.
funky stuff?
Not like always. Not like all the time.
Huh?
It'd be
I
like
didn't
once
know
in a
that at
while.
all. That's
It'd be like once in a while. Ask Dad.
I can never remember like ever thinking that about that house.
I
Don't some
remember
people say it's like if you want to see it, it'll like or like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't think they're real. I don't think it makes sense that they could be real or would be
But
real.
you said you've seen something.
But I seen them and and the house was haunted. That's
Like,
just the way it is.
No tapping on the walls though, or like
No,
stuff's moving.
nothing like that. I think it would just be like little shadowy figures prancing, and I think they were like fun ghosts.
That's good.
Like, I think if you like murder like a little kid, they like won't be like so pissed when they're old because they're still just like, oh yeah, that's just what happens in life. You're a little kid, you play with blocks, you have some fun, you get murdered, and now you're just a ghost, and you just roll like a big wheel down the road with a stick as a ghost.
Yeah,
But-
dude, it's like
if you
Yeah, I don't know.
if you get like tortured and killed when you're like fucking an adult, that's when you come back and you really start like haunting and spooking because you're like pissed off. You're like, fuck, I got murdered.
Pissed
I'm
off.
so pissed.
But isn't that thing like you can kind of make it up in your head, right? Like you believe so hard and you like kind of start seeing things and like
Yeah, schizophrenia.
yeah.
Yeah, it's called mental
I saw this
illness.
video of like a guy with like a schizophrenia dog. So he would know if he's talking to his voices or real
Oh, I
people,
seen
'cause his
that guy,
dog
I
would
think. Yeah.
react.
He's like a
that's so crazy.
schizophrenia influencer.
Yeah. That's a good point, dude. Everyone's nothing's sacred these days.
Top 10 times I saw a person that wasn't there. I tried to talk to him.
Top 10 hottest schizophrenic episodes.
And then yeah, you like the dog's like, bro, what are you talking about? Who you fuck? There's no one there, idiot. Imagine a dog being smarter than you, dude. That'd be so embarrassing.
I feel like dogs are probably smarter than lots of people.
Not me.
Not me. Got that dog in you.
Got that dog in me. Got that dog keeping me from having a schizophrenic episode and bringing a gun to work. Got that dog.
Ow.
There's this other Instagram guy I keep seeing who's like, he's like just chops wood with an axe. Have you seen that guy?
I feel like you can just do anything now as long as people start watching you. Like, yeah, chopping wood, or like the guy just power washes driveways, or like people just do line trimming for free.
I think he does pretty good though. Like I think he has like a lot. But part of it I think is like he tries to be like sexy while he's doing it. Like he wears like I don't think it's like explicitly said that he's like trying to like turn you on while he's chopping wood, but like the way he does it, it's like, bro, this guy is trying way too hard to get me fucking horny right now.
It's all like shiny. It's all like
Well, he
fake
like
sweat.
he wears like fucking suspenders, and then like before he chop, he'll like talk about how the wood is like, this wood is like so hard and fucking dense, and I'm gonna chop it. And he like puts the wood down, and like he like takes his little suspenders off, and he like his like hair looks great, his like beard looks great. He like fucking chops it,
Chops the wood.
and sometimes he like gets the axe stuck in it, and he'll be like like rip the axe out, and be like chops it. And he's like, whew, yeah, that was tough splitting that log. He like wipes his brow. It's like, bro, chill. Chill out, dude.
I always like those guys who created the little jungle shelters, be like, oh, water slide in the jungle. Until,
Dude, that shit was
you
that all
realize
that shit was
it's all
fucking fake.
I know, it's so sad.
It's like
When you just see it, they like the aerial shots, it's like 6 videos within like whatever this little radius.
and there's fucking power equipment right there. There's like a backhoe.
Just cheat.
They just hire like the skinniest 2 brown guys they can find and make them play in the mud.
But like it's crazy to just rack up millions of views. I was watching this one guy who was making like a little dugout shelter, like underground. It seemed pretty, I don't know, it's kind of neat, I guess.
Yeah, it's wild to like be good at something and then also like be able to like realize what's good about like being like, oh, I should film this. This is cool.
We're just like so different than what people are used to, I think.
Yeah.
It's like who would like no one does that really.
It's like I don't want to watch a guy like be rich and be an influencer and like go to fucking Aloe gym and stuff. Like I want to see a guy who's like poor and pathetic, and then by the time his views actually make him money, that's when I tune out. I'm like, I'm over this, bro.
I mean, that whole the subculture thing of like influencers and streamers is so crazy. Like, people worship these guys, but they're all just fucking dickheads.
Streamers, bro. Bro, remember when you used to
millions of views, but like you're just all fucking shitheads and assholes.
You would like go to someone's house to play it's like, oh yeah, let's go like hang out, play Xbox, and they would like put in like a single player game and you just like sit there and watch them game. It's like, bro, this is fucking stupid as fuck. Like, give me a controller, let me play, bro.
That's what you think streaming is like?
Now they turn these guys into millionaires. Just sitting there.
It's nuts, yeah. You can just be an asshole on the internet and get paid for it.
Watch them game. But then you just have like one video where you like cry about buying your mom a house. And then then it's like, no, he's actually a good guy. He brought his mom a house. It's like, no, bro, he just wanted 10 million views that day. You think this guy's capable of crying?
Probably not. They're just like so programmed or like conditioned out of having normal emotions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think like probably have very little empathy and like whatever gets them views. They're more obsessed about themselves than anything else.
Views are great though. Like when you get lots of views, you're like, fuck yeah.
I mean, that's why I post on Instagram for the likes, bro. Once a year.
Yeah, I gotta get some.
I need that validation once a year.
I have been kind of thinking I might post some Instagram pictures, get some likes.
Mm-hmm.
I only have one. The one of me as a baby up.
Just one.
I used to have a bunch of good ones, but then I deleted them all and I only rock the baby one. I was like, yeah, I'm just too cool to be on Instagram, even though I go on here every day and watch hot guys chop wood.
Exclusively.
But I'm just above it, you know, because I only have one picture.
Is there multiple channels of guys chopping wood, like, or just the one guy that does it?
I don't know. There's the one guy that does it that I've seen, but there's like a bunch of like woodworking guys, but like this guy's the only guy I've ever seen who's like specifically about like splitting logs. Oh, actually, I did see another one of a guy like who split like this. It was like as wide as like your arms wide, and he splits it with this like tiny little hatchet. He like makes like holes and puts like wedges in and like fucking. It's like, bro, this other fucking hot guy would chop this so fast.
Just one go.
The guy's name is like hilarious too. It's like fucking Norman Thurgood or something. Wonder if I can find it. This is like hot woodcutter.
Hot.
Wonder if that comes up. How do you fucking search shit on Instagram? Dude, fuck Instagram.
It's AI, bro. It doesn't want you to know.
Dude, the AI and the algorithm, bro, fucked up. Shit's fucked up, man.
Did you see the whole Joey Chestnut thing? Where like he's not allowed to eat at Nathan's hot dog competition. He like supports some vegan hot dog brand. But then him and Kobayashi are having a eat off on Netflix.
Oh shit. Why? Okay. So they're not letting him compete now?
Because he's like sponsored by this vegan hot dog brand or something.
So let the guy get a fucking bag, dude.
Well, yeah, he just won't be like, he's not allowed to go this because it's Nathan's hot dog sponsored event, right?
Oh.
He's like a 16-time champion or whatever. So he's not allowed to go.
So what's the fucking Matt Stoney's gonna win this time? That's bullshit.
Well, I don't know anybody else. I just know those two guys. But there's a whole like 30 for 30 about the rivalry. It's kind of funny how intense they are. Actually, seriously, they take it. Dude's like doing jaw exercises. Like has this little ball, like Joey Chestnut.
Yeah,
exercising his
those
jaw.
balls are supposed to be sick, dude. You're supposed to like. That's how you face max. That's how you looks max.
Get your jawline going.
Yeah, you gotta do jaw exercises. Get your jaw fucking Chad. Get a Chad jaw.
He said like he's like none of what I'm doing is scientifically proven. I just do it because it makes me feel good.
Yeah, I don't know if science wants to get too involved in what it takes to cram fucking 800 hot dogs down your gullet in 6 minutes. They're like,
Well, I thought
no,
it was
we're
like
good.
12.
You guys figure it out.
I think it's 12 minutes, right? Like they do like it's like 60 hot dogs or something usually, like over 60 in 12 minutes or something.
I think the hot dogs would be easy, bro. It's the bread that fucking gets you.
That's why they dip it in the water, right? And you just like
it's
swallow it.
soggy bread.
That's like when he eats hot dogs, Joey Chestnut, he looks like he's having a seizure, dude. He's just like shaking the whole time. Like,
Well, because you got to shake your belly so that all the food like settles down. That's like a technique.
no, it's like he's
You know,
like
like-
vibrating. It's not
Yeah.
like shaking. It's not like doing it like he's just like vibrating the whole time. Looks like he's having a seizure, guys.
Yeah, you got to, because you know if you like have like a bunch of shit in a bucket and it's like you like shake it around, it kind of like
Yeah,
settles
yeah.
down. Like
Yeah, I guess you're right.
that's what he's doing.
But it looks painful, dude. Like he looks like it's just
Yeah,
in
it's
pain the whole
painful.
time.
Dude, shove 3 hot dogs down your throat at the same time. See how it feels. He probably fucking gauges his throat out before the competition.
Does practice. Ugh.
Gets his wife to like stretch his throat, reach her fingers in there.
She's
and
like
stretch
all
it
up
out.
in there. Dude.
Yeah, fist his throat. Hey, babe, can you fist my throat? I'm about to eat 1,400 hot dogs. Can you fist my throat real quick?
Oh, he said it. It said I was reading something. It said he made like $500,000 last year just from competitive eating.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's not bad. It's a good way to live.
Better than fucking Caitlin Clark's making, I bet.
Yeah, I think she makes like $73,000 a year or something. But that's just from the league. But I think she's like a massive Nike sponsorship.
Sponsors, yeah. Yeah, but what's
That
the,
is so sad, man. I feel so bad for her.
what's that vegan hot dog bag like? Joey Chestnut probably makes more
I
than
think he got like $2 million over like a few years or
Hell
something.
yeah. Let's go.
So it's good. I mean, to do something just to eat food and get paid, it's like seems pretty good.
But
Like
you're
all
not
those
just
jobs that
you're
shouldn't
not
exist.
eating like that's not just eating food. Like you're fucking cramming shit. Like
I mean, yeah, I get it. Like from the documentary, they but like it's very committed. Like his full-time job is just eating hot dogs or like
Yeah.
eating whatever.
you gotta keep your gut stretched out.
Like I wonder if he's just like always hungry.
I bet
Just
you
has to, like,
there's
not
some
eat
sort
very
of like
much.
training regimen that you do, and then like it's like a fighter. When you have like a fight coming, you like lock in. You're like, okay, every day I'm fucking just eating like a bag of oatmeal, like expand my stomach out. Eat like
But like
Coke and
they do
Mentos.
that for fat people, right? Like they'll staple your stomach and like physically make it smaller.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this guy, right? Like if your stomach is just so massive, if like you're not in competition, like you just have to watch what you eat. You just like feel hungry all the time because your stomach is so stretched out, or like you think it would eventually kind of shrink back.
I think you gotta drink like a gallon of water every day to keep it stretched out.
Yeah. Just fill it. But like, yeah, if you're just eating food all the time, you probably get so fat. Right?
Yeah, like you have to be in good shape to
Mhm.
eat because your gut needs room to go out. If you're too fat, it can't expand as much. If you have all that fat in the way,
Yeah.
you gotta be fit.
It is nuts. Yeah, like Kobayashi has like a 6-pack. She can eat 70 hot dogs in 12 minutes.
Didn't he beat a bear?
He lost to the bear.
Oh shit.
I think as most people would. It would like the bear just like sucked them back. It was like nothing.
Yeah. The bear's mouth's too big.
Mhm.
Kobayashi. Is that his first name or his last name?
I think it's his last name,
Or
right?
is he like
Yeah.
Madonna? He only has one name.
No, it's not Kamui. Kamui Kobayashi. I feel like that's a baseball player, though. Kamui
Takeru.
Takuru.
Takeru Kobayashi.
I think Ryman's met him before.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I remember that.
He was at like Canada Day and Conestoga Lake or whatever. No, was that what it's called? Where the Waterloo Warriors play.
Oh yeah, because he was
Remember that?
eating like fucking a bunch of Timbits or something, right?
Yeah.
That shit is so funny, dude.
I
Yeah, you
missed
want to
that.
just like
That
come
was-
here and eat like 4,500 Timbits, bro? Yeah, all right. Bring Anna to Kitchen of Waterloo.
Yeah. That was
Joey
like a good little
Chestnut.
spot, I felt like.
Joey Chestnut's his real name.
His last name is actually Chestnut.
Joseph Christian Chestnut. If your name's Joey Chestnut, you have to be a fucking 16 times Nathan's hot dog eating contest winner.
Yeah, I feel like it's you have to be like somewhat famous if your name is Joey Chestnut.
Chestnut defeated 6-time defending champion Takeru Tsunami Kobayashi. 66 hot dogs in 12 minutes. Yeah, that shit's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I could eat like 9, maybe. Well, in 12 minutes. 12 minutes, I could probably eat. Realistically, I could probably eat like 4 or 5.
I'm probably the same, dude. Like,
And I love hot dogs.
I do too. I had some the other day. Like, hadn't had, don't have them very often, but when I do, you gotta do it up, grill up the onions, get the like some shredded cheese, mustard, ketchup.
Holy fuck, dude. We don't really have
Or do you like
red
this-
hots here.
Oh yeah, like the hot dogs taste different.
Yeah, they're not like, you can't get those like red hots. Like they do have like
No, I don't.
ones that are like, they're called like Ballpark Franks or something.
I can send you some in the mail. Do you think
Yeah,
they would
dude.
last the trip?
Put in like a little.
Yeah, do you need a
little
care
cooler.
package?
Yeah.
So do you miss any specific things? Like in
All
terms of
dressed chips.
products or like,
All dressed chips.
hey,
All dressed
all dressed
chips.
chips.
Can't get those here. I tell people all the time, and then when they ask about them, I'm like, you wouldn't get it. You guys don't know. You guys just don't know.
But like, how do you explain it? It's just everything on
It's
a
all the
chip, or,
flavor.
like-
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
all
It's
the
like all the flavors. Because they also don't
Right.
have ketchup chips down here.
No, yeah, I mean, like I think ketchup chips is pretty exclusive to Canada, isn't it?
And they like geek more about the cat. They're like, oh, I want to try ketchup chips. I'm like, yo, ketchup chips are dog shit. They taste like shit. All dressed chips are fucking the best chip.
Well, they made Miss Vicky's all dressed. That's like
Yo,
the only chips I eat.
that
But no,
would,
if you want a care package, dude, make a list. I'll send it to you.
yeah, send me some fucking Miss Vicks all dressed and some Ruffles all dressed.
I mean, I feel like that's the classic. The Ruffles, wavy, all dressed.
And like some cigarettes. Send me like some Canadian ass cigarettes.
Canadian cigarettes. Well, there's all these warning labels on them now, right? Like on the filter, it's like cigarettes cause cancer on every individual cigarette.
It's like, bro, we get it. We
I think
get
people
it,
know at this
dude.
point.
We get it. They cause cancer. Who gives a fuck? I'm smoking a cigarette.
But I think they were talking about like doing it if you were born after a certain year, you're not allowed to buy them. Or maybe that's a New Zealand thing.
You get grandfathered into cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be born in like 2020 or 2020 and after you're not allowed to buy cigarettes.
It's like if you're born in 2020 or you're not like on the job site.
Yeah, if you don't have your union construction card, you're not allowed to buy cigarettes.
You're not allowed to buy a cigarette, yeah. Because it's like, if you stop those guys from having cigarettes, it's like, A, they're not going to have any breakfast, and B, nothing's going to get built. Like, what am I supposed to have
Yeah.
for breakfast if cigarettes don't exist?
Well, wouldn't more stuff get built because you'd spend less time smoking cigarettes?
No, nothing would get built. All those guys would pass away. They'd shake and convulse and die.
I guess, but like new people would replace them.
No, they wouldn't. Who would teach them anything? We'd have to start at fucking huts again. All these 2020 born kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna be like, how do I
Well, I mean, you
build
just go on
anything?
YouTube, dude. How to like make a road.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube and you type how to build something, the first step is always smoke a cigarette.
Light a cigarette. Step one.
All right, when you're filling up your machine with gas, you're gonna want to have a lit dart hanging out of your mouth. Otherwise, you won't be able to aim the gas right.
Oh, yeah, I believe it, dude. That's what it's like working up north, dude. Oh yeah, like we finished this job. Let's have a smoke. It's like let's have a smoke and a coffee. Yeah, yeah. Go do another job. Oh, we done this one. Let's grab a smoke and a coffee.
Like smoking a cigarette is one of the funniest things you can do.
It's funny.
It's hilarious. It's like there's no benefit. All it does is just make you die sooner.
No. Dude, lots of people smoke in Australia, or it's not like.
Well, cigarettes are so expensive, so it's not as like big of a thing. But like they do more like rollies.
Like roll your own cigarettes?
Yeah, buy a bag of tobacco and roll your own. But you can't, yeah, like cause what's a pack of smokes there? Like 20 something?
Yeah, like $20.
Yeah, it's twice as much.
Oh, like 40 Canadian. That's crazy.
Yeah, like 40, 50.
I think they're pretty
60
hardcore,
bucks.
right? Australia, like New Zealand, lots of like health.
Yeah, like for that kind of shit.
health.
Yeah, like booze is really, dude. If you fucking are trying to buy a seltzer, it's like get the fuck out of here. Shit's so
Really?
expensive.
Like if a case of beer or something, super.
Certain ones won't be like as bad, but like yeah, a case of beer is like a lot. The cheapest thing you could, like when I was on the farm and I was trying to just like save money, I would, if I was like gonna go drink, I would just go to the store and buy like whatever the cheapest bottle of wine was, which would be like
Oh yeah,
it would be like $12 or something, like pretty cheap.
yeah.
But like
Oh.
yeah, a case of beer is like fucking $70.
70, like for a 2-4.
It's like so much, yeah. I have
Jesus.
not bought a case of beer here at all.
Look at then when you go to the bar, like how much is it to buy a drink?
At our bar, a schooner is $7.50 and a pint's $10.50. But pretty much every time people see the price, they're like, "Oh wow, it's cheap here."
$10.50.
Yeah,
Is it like how close is it to Canadian? Like,
pretty close. Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah,
Basically the
yeah. I
same.
think that
Yeah.
seems like pretty reasonable. $10.50 for a schooner.
$10.50, $7.50 for a schooner, but that's our bar. It's way cheaper.
And it's big though. Like 750 is huge. Or the schooner is pretty big. Right?
A schooner's smaller than a pint.
Oh, it's different here then. The schooner is the big one with the handle, right?
Isn't that like a Steiner?
With Steiner. I think at Boston Pizza they call them schooners.
A schooner? Yeah, a schooner's
That's what I always
smaller.
thought.
Schooner's like a
Like a pint.
pint. Yeah, a pint's a bit bigger. But the pints at our bar are
Oh, okay.
$10.50, and that's cheap. Like there was a bar in Byron Bay. I spent like $17 for a fucking pint of beer.
Yeah, I think we went to dinner the other night with Meg Hawk and Angela and spent a beer was like $12 at this restaurant.
Yeah, $12. It's like, bro, I could buy a fucking McDonald's breakfast sandwich for this.
It's crazy, man. I just want to go to Phil's, dude. Spend $2 on a beer.
$2.
I think I was in New York City recently. We went to this little like Irish pub called McSorley's.
The Big
And I like
Apple.
walk in, just dingy, like there's sawdust on the ground. Like I guess it originally opened in like 1850. This place, so they keep
Well, they
it
haven't
pretty,
vacuumed up the
pretty
sawdust
original.
yet?
Hey,
They had 200 years. They haven't fucking cleaned the sawdust up yet.
well, it's like traditional, I guess. Just keep
Every
it, like-
morning they got
But
to
yeah, just pretty dingy.
sand
But
out
yeah,
the
you're like,
bottom.
oh, can I get a beer? And they're like, oh, do you want light or dark? It's like, I'll take a light beer. But yeah, there's like
They just have
$4
two
for
options.
this beer. Is awesome. Hey,
They just have two options of beer.
yeah, light or dark. It's great.
That'd be such a great business. You're just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. What do you want? Like this or that. Get the fuck out of here.
Pretty much that's what it's like. It is like, I fuck with this place. It's nice. The food was good, like simple but good. Like, and the beer tasted good. But they would bring you like one beer for 2 glasses. Wow, I got 2 beers, but there's like 4 glasses in front of me. It's like straight up alcohol.
Stuff like that could only happen in NYC, dude, the big city.
But yeah, I got like 2 beers and fish and chips, and it was like $20. It was awesome.
Those streets will make you feel brand new, man.
It is crazy just how many people you see like walking around. We walked by that bull on Wall Street, and everyone's touching the balls.
Hell
It's
yeah.
kind of funny. Like
with the
lots of people
little-
just.
Is the little girl still in front of it?
I don't know about the little girl. I didn't
Brave.
notice.
There's like a brave little girl they built in front of the bull
Hmm.
to be like,
Yeah,
shit.
just a lot of crazy people, just yelling random things.
Hell yeah.
Like a guy just walking around the bus station, just Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. It was like just yelling it for like 10 minutes straight. It was like, well, what does this guy do?
Yeah, bro, he's probably got fucking PTSD from 9/11, dude. He's like,
I went to the
that?
monument, dude. It's pretty crazy. It's like, it's interesting.
Yeah, 9/11.
It's crazy that it happened at 9/11, 9/11. Like, what the coincidence there?
Yeah, because they planned it. They're like, yeah, let's just do it 9/11. Let's go to get a ring to it.
I thought the crazy part is the
Yeah.
Pentagon, right? Like, they say got hit by a plane, but there's no evidence or something.
Yeah, it's just a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking Building 7 just fell down. It just got tired.
It's Building 7.
Building 7 just got tired and fell down. There's Tower 1, Tower 2, and there's Building 7 was like next door, and it literally, the two of them fell down, and then they were like, oh yeah, it got like sad that his friends fell, so it fell too.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. They're just like, yeah, this is what we say happened, so there you go. Passport. Oh yeah, this is the guy's passport. He crashed a plane into a building and it burst into flames, but we found his passport on the ground right here. Here it is. No singe, no nothing.
What's nuts too, like all those guys who were flying those plane, like the terrorist guys, they were all trained in the US, which is the craziest part. Right?
They came to like Florida, got like fucked up for a month. They're like, oh, we only need like the takeoff part and like the flying part. Like, we'll just go to a strip club during the landing part. We don't need that part. And they were like, all right, here you go. See you guys, have fun. Have fun tomorrow on 9/11.
On 9/11. I was trying to buy jeans the other day, like tried on so many pairs and just like none really fit. Do you ever like find that? It's so annoying finding clothes.
Yeah, I hate shopping, dude.
I just ended up buying the same pair I have now, just different color.
That's a good call. If it ain't broke,
I got Alex to the mall for like a few hours to try on jeans and not buy anything.
like shopping is for girls. It's like, just let her go, let her pick out a nice outfit for you, tell her it's stupid, keep the jeans.
No, it's not like that. But I mean, like normally if I go to the mall, it's just like for one thing, in and out. Like I hate them all.
Yeah, I hate them all, dude. I hate shopping. Shopping is for girls.
I mean, I like shopping for like Legos and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. That's not really shopping,
like,
though. That's buying Legos. Buying Legos is awesome. Buying a gun,
you just go
awesome. You don't like shop. You don't like go shop. Oh yeah, I'm just going shopping. Gonna like try out some guns, buy some like. It's like no. Guys, they go
like,
buy stuff with a purpose.
Yeah, sometimes I just go on random car websites and like build your own car.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Go on like Audi, just like make whatever.
Be like, oh yeah, I'd spend
Someday.
$400,000 on a Porsche. No, a real man buys a truck that he can't afford and ruins his life with truck payments. Buys a truck he doesn't need, never gets it dirty, never puts anything in the back, ruins his life with truck payments. That's a real man.
Truck payments.
A sports car is the last thing you need.
I mean, like I was driving dad's truck for a little bit. I get it. I get why people like trucks.
Yeah, you're in a tank.
Yeah, it is awesome. You just feel like the biggest thing on the road.
It's like, bro, you better get out of the way because I'm coming. I'm coming in.
I'm coming.
Better move. Better move that
people
Nissan
drive
Versa out of the way.
Yeah. Do people drive crazy in Australia? Or are they like pretty civilized?
No, not too many crazy drivers, at least not here. Yeah, sometimes you'll hear like some guy with a really loud muffler like rip by. But I don't think it's not very prevalent.
Yeah.
I saw a fucking Lambo here the other day. It's like, damn.
That's weird.
Fucking Lambo, bro. Well, I just never seen one in a long time.
I don't know anyone in Australia could afford one.
Dude, some of these fucking people are so rich. Like if you're like working the mines, you like go like, two weeks on, 2 weeks off, and you just make like fucking like 60 grand every like month.
Can you get on all that? Or what?
I don't want to work in the mines, dude.
Just do for like a year. Buy a house.
Fuck that. Work for some Australian ass mine. If I was gonna work in a mine, I'd want to work in a fucking my own home country's mines.
Well, I thought, what's the opal or something is pretty popular. They mine that in Australia, like out in the desert or in the outback, or rather.
I don't know. I think like coal is big.
Cool.
Coal mining, but mining industry is so fucking huge here, and the people that own like all the like richest people in Australia are like mine fucking business people. Like they own like 10 mines or some shit.
Yeah. Isn't it like cattle big business too?
Yeah, cattle's huge, bro. We just had beef week the other day. Beef week was lit, bro. Like all these people come
Alex
to,
is like
buy cows and look at cows and sell cows.
Alex's uncle is lives in Australia. He is Australian, and his business is like buying and selling pipes, like big steel pipes.
Yeah,
like reclaiming them or makes millions of dollars a year selling.
Yeah,
these pipes.
all that. He's probably selling it to fucking miners, dude. He's piping miners, bro, out there.
Dude owns like 4 planes, like just chilling in Australia.
Yeah.
Wife has horses, just selling pipes.
Yeah, dude, the miners
crazy.
The miners are fucking loaded, bro. And they're just like, some of these guys are just absolute goons, and they're just so rich. It's not fair.
Well, it's probably the same in Canada, right? They're just like absolute like garbage people, but just so rich. Just smoking cigs, drinking, hitting their wives.
Yeah, smoke cigs, whatever, make fucking $60,000 every month, and then give 55,000 of those dollars to your fucking ex-wife and strippers.
What a life, man. Be crazy. Roughneck.
I don't know, bro. Working in everything I've heard about working in the mines fucking sounds horrible.
I mean, that's why you get paid so much, because it's horrible.
Like you go underground, but you wake up before the sun goes up, and you go underneath the ground in the earth until the nighttime.
This is cool. Probably in the ground, underground.
It's probably fucked up as hell, dude, under there. Dark, scary. It's probably
all the monsters.
Scary down there. Yeah, plus all the monsters, dude. I wonder how many fucking monsters they got under there.
I remember Matthew Mason showed us this movie, like The Descent, with those ladies who went to the cave, and then like it freaks me out every time I like think about going to like a little cave. I think about that movie. It just scares me so much,
dude. Yeah, fuck that, dude. There's like the idea of like being like stuck in a cave tunnel or like stuck underground, bro. Fuck that.
For a bit, I was in this YouTube hole just watching like cave disaster videos, like guys getting stuck upside down for like 2 days and like just fucking dying because they can't get them out. So like this does not sound fun. Like, why would you ever willingly like shove your body into this little crevice, like, you know, hundreds of feet underground?
Oh, because there's an even deeper, darker tunnel underneath you could get to. There's an even scarier tunnel that you could get to if you squeeze your head through this thing that's smaller than your head. I don't.
It's not
that shit. I don't.
People are crazy, but I mean, I guess everyone's into something.
Top 3 things I do not fuck with: caves, cold weather, and 9/11 terrorists. If you do 9/11, I do not fuck with you.
Well, I thought that thing is like, if it's over 10 years, it's funny, right?
Well, 9/11, I think, has been funny for a while, yeah. 14 years.
I feel like you all, just see memes about it. I mean, people are so crazy, right? Like, such a significant event in history, but yeah, people just make fun of it all the time.
What's
Or it's like, I guess
it's
better
crazy.
to laugh than cry.
Yeah, dude. I like everyone. Yeah, 9/11. It's crazy if you live in like Syria. It's like, oh,
Yeah, 9/11 every day.
today's 9/11. Oh, today's 9/12. Fucking another building's exploding. Oh, it's fucking 9/13. Fucking this guy got exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Fuck
You know,
that.
lots of people say, right, like America's the biggest terrorist organization in the world.
I guess, dude.
They kill a lot of people, invade a lot of countries.
They hate their just people hate their freedom, dude. So they 9/11 them because they're jealous of their freedom.
Well, I thought it's his inside job.
Yeah,
So
it
are they
is.
jealous? So who's jealous of the freedom?
It's just a ridiculous thing that they said to justify why they did that to their own people.
Well, that was the WMDs in Iran or something.
Yeah, they built
Or Iraq,
WMDs because
rather.
they hate our freedom.
They never found any.
Yeah, because they only have sand to work with. They were made out of they were made out of clay. We showed up to find these weapons of mass destruction and it was just clay. It was a clay pot filled with gasoline. They're like, oh shit, like you're gonna take away our freedom with this weapon of mass destruction. So
I think
they
that's
pretended.
probably pretty sweet if you're like one of those Saudi like oil guys, just so rich.
That's the life,
like-
dude.
Like, you know, like they say these people are the richest, like whoever's published on this list, but these guys, right? They don't have to like their wealth isn't public. I'm sure they make more money than like Elon Musk or like Bezos or anything.
Those guys,
Like,
dude, they're like
worth
Muhammad.
trillions.
They're like Muhammad, dude. If you write their name down, you fucking disappear.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
It is nuts, like
do not talk about me, dude.
yeah.
They don't want anyone.
People just
snooping
love
around.
the Middle East. Just
'Cause,
so
like-
much money. I think, yeah, if you're in the right circles, probably it's pretty sweet. But yeah.
If you're that rich there, like the richest guy in America can't just like cut a baby open and like take his heart and like use it for his own heart. Like if you're that rich in like Saudi Arabia, you can just like replace all
Just
your
do
organs
whatever.
with like infants.
Well, yeah, I thought like the World Cup, right? People were trying to veto it because like they bring immigrant workers in and then, or migrant workers rather, and then like a bunch of them died and like, okay. Just like so much human rights
that's how they
violations.
grew the grass. They fertilized the grass with dead immigrants.
With dead bodies.
They grind them up and make the grass grow because you can't grow grass out there unless you have that good fertile soil.
No, you're right.
So yeah, I know I'm right. Yeah, you're right. Those guys, man. But it's like at the same time, it's like, yeah, I would love to do that. Sign me up.
I think, like, you think in your head, oh, I'd be so good, dude. Like, I'd be so perfect if I had $1 trillion. But it's like, I'd be an asshole instantly. I would
No,
do
I'd
so
be
much
terrified
fucked up
every
shit.
day of my life.
Yeah. Why?
If you had $1 trillion,
Terrified.
I'd be so scared every day.
Of what?
Be like, dude, someone's gonna fucking fuck with me because I have so much money.
Just go, like, if you have unlimited money, you can just do whatever you want. Go, like, make a bunker.
Well, then I'm living like a fucking miner. I might as well just be a miner.
But why would you think, like, people just want to kill you instantly as soon as you become a trillionaire?
I guess. I don't know. People are crazy, bro. I wouldn't want to be a trillionaire. I'd be like, give me like high millions. Give me like, I don't want to be even a billionaire. Like, give me like unlimited millions of dollars. give me like 99 million, $998 million. That's how much money I want.
So what Dad was saying, our aunt has $1 million in TD Bank stock, a value of $1 million.
Damn.
Damn, that's a
$1 million doesn't even seem like that much money anymore.
but she makes like dividends, right? Dividends and interest. Like, she makes like $120,000 a year off dividends and interest. That's
No,
like pretty sweet.
off $1 million, you need
Yeah, yeah.
10 million to make that much.
No. Actually, in Canada, if you want to make $100,000 a year off like traditional investments, it's just like $2.1 million a year you need to
What the
generate enough
fuck?
interest. Yeah, it's not very much. Well, like relative, like yeah, I mean it's a lot of money, obviously $2 million, but yeah, to generate just $100,000 of income, you just need about a little over $2.1 million in Canada.
Bro, I wish if there was like a rich guy that could just let me hold $2 million for like 10 years, I'll give it back.
I know that's like it's nice the interest, right? But dividends, yeah, that's what Dad said. She makes $120,000 a year on dividends from her investments. So that's pretty sweet.
Go off, Aunt Shirley. If you make $120,000 a year off dividends, you're allowed to smoke cigarettes in your 80s.
in your own bathroom.
People always give her shit for smoking cigarettes. It's like, bro, let the lady smoke cigarettes. She's fucking so old.
Yeah, who cares?
It's like,
Dad,
fuck you,
like,
smoking cigarette.
She doesn't like really go to college very much, so Dad goes every so often. I was there the other day. It's pretty nice. I haven't been there in a long time. It's nice to go.
Yeah, college is nice. Nice lake.
Mm-hmm. But it's
Good
busy.
lake,
A lot of like boats tripping around and stuff.
Is fucking Justin Bieber on that lake?
I don't think so. It's not like that particularly nice.
He's got a lake. He's
probably-
got a lake house somewhere.
Probably like Muskoka or something, right?
Something. The Biebs.
It's not nice enough for J Biebs, I would say.
Yeah, true. All right, man. What are you saying? I think this might be a fucking nice little treat here for the.
I feel like that was a long time.
It was like an hour or so, right?
Good shit. What time is it there?
1:45 p.m.
Oh, when were you working?
I only worked like fucking 3 hours this morning.
Oh.
So annoying. I was like, bro, do you
Yeah, it's
really
almost-
need me to come in for this? He's like, yeah, I do. And then he
So-
just definitely didn't, but
Just polish a little bit of concrete.
no, we're like putting this like sealer down. Like obviously, yeah, like makes it go
Mhm.
faster with two people, but it's like, man, 2 hours to have to like wake up early and like drive out there, and it's like kind of annoying.
How's the whip?
Sick, working good,
Still good.
civic life. All right,
So what's the Australian brand? Is it like Holden? Holden?
Holden's, yeah, it's Chevy. Chevy's like Holden in
Oh, it's
Australia.
the same.
Yeah. So like you see these like Holden crews driving around.
Holden Maloo.
They have like some different ones. There's like different cars.
That's like the El Camino type one or something. Like it's like a sports car mixed with a pickup truck.
Oh, that's a fucking Commodore, I think.
Oh, Commodore.
Those are the stupidest fucking looking cars ever. Holden Commodore.
I
Oh,
can't
no.
see. I just see the beach, dude. Oh yeah. No, it was on Top Gear one time. This car.
They're the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I see it. I know what you're talking about.
And guys like rice them out too.
Yeah.
And it's called a ute. If you have a truck, it's called
Oh,
a
ute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ute.
Because it's like utility vehicle or something. They call it they shorten it to ute.
Mhm.
But I say truck. I say that's a truck. And they say, no, that's a ute. And I say, no, that's a truck. I refuse. I refuse to learn anything new. I refuse.
Just travel to a new country. Refuse to learn anything.
I refuse to assimilate that as a truck. They also, the only slang that I've heard that I like, which I think is from New Zealand anyway, is uso. You call like your boys like my uso.
So
Yo, that's my uso. But I think that's New Zealand.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, my uso. Yeah, that's sick. If you ever meet someone from New Zealand, be like, yo, what's up, my Uso?
What up, my Uso?
I promise it's not a slur. I promise.
You never know, though. It's a slur about 9/11.
It could be 9/11 slur. That would be the worst slur there could. Imagine there was a slur so bad it was like 9/11.
Oh, that's possible.
That'd be so bad. That'd be the worst thing ever. Would you say it? If there was a slur so bad it was like 9/11, would you say it?
Yeah, maybe just once. You gotta try everything once, right?
Just see how it feels. Whisper it to
Yeah,
yourself.
try it.
See how it feels.
Try it on for size.
While you're driving. I would only say it while I'm driving.
Yeah. Road rage.
Okay, take us out, Zachary. What a great episode. This is actually a blast.
Yeah, it was a blast. Nice talking to you. Nice talking to everyone. I don't know. I'm sorry.
If anyone listens this far, thank you to the league. We love you guys. This is what we do for you. We talk about 9/11 for 2 hours for you.
Just everything always hits full circle back to 9/11.
9/11. We will next episode. We're saying Pico's the guest, and we're all saying slurs. We're all saying the worst slurs that we can think of.
Lots of slurs to
So
come.
tune in to that.
Learn some new slurs.
Okay, Zach, say bye. I love you.
Bye, I love you.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can't